Hey guys, gonna do a little, very short little Hot Wheels video. Haven't gotten much recently. However, the things I've gotten are pretty cool. There just hasn't been very much coming out around here lately. As you can see, I have a little bit different setup. This is actually my old setup. I've been in the process of trying to declutter closets, etc. And I just broke all of this old stuff out. And I think with this, I never used this with the current camera that I have, and I think it looks fantastic. So, anyhow, so just some recent pickups. Like I said, not a lot here, but some pretty darn cool stuff. Well, I'll save those two for last. So I never find these at Target, but Target had the fire eater the other day, and while I'm kind of like on fire trucks, this is a pretty darn cool little fire truck. I think it's I really like these painted on details here, like the little axe painted on there, sculpted in and painted on. That's pretty nice. Pretty cool. And then of course, the flames down the side I think is quite fitting. Nice hefty little car. But found that little guy. So we have the North Texas Diecast Collectors Club, and I think I've mentioned before, the second Saturday of every month they have a show, and I had not found these in the store at all. I've been looking for these since back when the Superman cars came out, because that's when I'd heard about them, and none of my Krogers ever got these two. They got plenty of the other four, and so I just basically resigned myself to, I'm just going to buy these at the show. And there's basically one or two guys at the show I generally buy stuff from when I buy stuff, because they're just really cool guys. Most everybody had these, but they would only sell them as a set with the other four cars, but this guy had them individually. So I bought them, $2 a piece, and it's the only ones that he had. So, and they're definitely the cooler of the six. Definitely like both of these. So that was 2 weeks ago, and then last weekend I walked into Kroger to go shopping, and lo and behold, I guess they got, I think, what case did these come in? Oh, did I drop it? L case at the Kroger. And excuse me, let me grab this guy I dropped. And they literally had tons of these two. So I did pick up a couple extras, because I know some guys that don't have Krogers that really wanted these two. This Tesla Roads, well, here, let's talk about this one first, because actually I want to talk a little bit more about Tesla. The 40-something, really nice paint job on this. I like how, it's kind of, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. It's kind of thin, so you can see the metal underneath. It's somewhat similar to the Spectre Flame, but I don't believe it's actual Spectre Flame. But one thing I like about it is while it's not necessarily specifically a Corvette, it definitely has that Corvette look to it. So it's pretty cool. The Tesla Roadster, oh my gosh, this one's my favorite of all 6 of these scavenger hunts. But I just like the Tesla. It's got this metal flake black paint, and then that kind of charcoal gray and the lime green details are just really nice. And that's a hefty car too. The bottom, I'm assuming, I mean, it looks like it's plastic, but it feels heavy. But I like the Tesla, not just because of the car of this car, but I like the Tesla because of the technology, and the real one, just the way that I really hope that Tesla is able to kind of get over all the political hurdles that they're facing. I mean, like here in Texas, they're not allowed to sell them unless they sell them through a dealership, which that is not Tesla's business model. And they keep getting blocked down in Austin at every turn. They have 3 galleries in Texas where they're allowed to show them, but no one's allowed to buy them, because all of the car dealer lobbyists basically have talked Rick Perry and all those guys down in Austin to say, no, if you want to sell them, you got to sell them through a third party, which is annoying. I think that the electric technology in these there's a lot of old people down there that are a little bit scared of them. But anyways, I don't want to get off on a political thing. But I really like the Tesla. Really like this little car. It's very, very cool. But I have a couple extras of each of those. If anyone out there is still looking for them, let me know. And then, okay. Well, here, let's look at this one first, and then we'll talk about this last one, because I have a little bit of a story to tell. So I got the purple Passion Woody here. I really like this. Unfortunately, whoop. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Unfortunately, the part of Texas I live in, the closest Kmart's to me are about 3 hours away. So if I'm going to do, I really want that heavy Chevy. In fact, I've got an extra super treasure hunt, and I've got these two scavenger hunts. I can find some other stuff if anyone's willing to trade for a heavy Chevy. But we don't have Kmart's where I'm at. The closest Kmart's about 3 hours away from me. So actually, there's 3 that I know of in Texas. One of them's about 2.5 to 3 hours to the east of me. One's about 3 hours to the west of me, close to 3 hours, and then one of them's about 3 hours south of me. So there's none in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I don't believe there's any up in Oklahoma. But man, this is a nice car. Love this little. And I didn't realize. I looked at the pictures, but it didn't dawn on me. Little surfboard sticking out the back. But look at the tampos on this guy. That's pretty nice. However, you know what? It's only one teeny tiny little problem. And I hadn't noticed it until now. The Hot Wheel logo on there is boogered up. Oh man. It's like while it was still, I don't know if you can see that. Does anybody else have that on theirs? Can you see the logo, how it's all kind of smeared or scratched like that? Well, not much I can do about it. But again, if anybody can hook me up with a heavy Chevy, that'd be pretty nice. Of course, I'm going to need to work out a deal for the other 2 mailaways as well, because the next 2 are also at Kmart, which I do not have. So, still pretty cool. Thunder Roller and the Volkswagen Bus. The Volkswagen Bus I would really like. I'm not sure about the Thunder Roller. I need to look that up and see what that looks like. But the Volkswagen Bus I definitely would like to get. So there's that. And now, so this is the one regular release car that I still needed to finish off my Superman set. Still have not found the Chase. Did see a Chase car at the collector show a couple weeks ago, but too much money. However, here's the story on this. So here in Arlington, there were 3 Kmart's, 3 Krogers that did not get these back in May. The other stores that did get them, I had to go to several different stores to try to piece together a set. This was the only one I couldn't ever find. But, I had those 3 Kmart's. I kept checking them all through the month of June. And everyone's just like, we don't always get the same things that other Krogers get. We'll call you if we ever get some, but no one's calling. And to be honest with you, I gave up looking. First week of July, I'm out of town. And one of those 3 Krogers that never got these, a friend of mine called me and said, hey, this Kroger's got those Superman cars finally. And I asked him, well, did they have this one? No. Did they have the Chase car? No. By the time I got back into town, they basically were all gone. There was just a couple of the Super Friends ones left. But that renewed my hope. So then I started checking the other 2 Krogers pretty repeatedly. And still, as to this date, those 2 Krogers have not received these. The one closest to me, I'm hoping, they also haven't gotten any M-Case cars. I'm hoping within the next week or so they might get the M-Case cars, and maybe they'll get these when they get the M-Case cars. However, here's the other thing. I did not buy this at that Kroger that got these at the beginning of July. I got this at the first Kroger I found these at back in May. They got restocked about the week after I got back from vacation. I happened to stop in because I was on that side of town, and lo and behold, there was a brand new shipper, no chase cars, but they had this one finally. So if you're in an area where there's a Kroger or Ralph's, if they're getting these at Ralph's, and your Kroger never got these, or if it's kind of a high traffic Kroger that got these but sold out, you might check in again, because I have one Kroger that got restocked. I got one Kroger that it took a little over a month before they finally got them. So I'm hoping this other Kroger might actually get these, and maybe I have a chance to find the chase car. There's another local guy, and I just subscribed to him. What was his name? Brian. Oh, Brian, I'm sorry. I don't know if you subscribed to me yet or not, but anyways, he's in Fort Worth. Was it him? No. He was saying that he thought that there was only one chase car on a shipper, and that he had heard from some people that they have gone through shippers and had not found chase cars. So he was saying in the video where he found his, that there was just that one, and that he was speculating that there was probably just one on every third shipper or something like that. However, there's another guy whose name I can't remember right now, because I'm always bad with remembering names. He did a live video of him finding a shipper of these at his Kroger, and there was 3 of the chase cars on that shipper. So a little bit of confused information out there, but I'm being vigilant. I check the Kroger every day, sometimes twice a day, just in case, because I don't really know when they'll get stuff in, and the guys there don't seem to be very knowledgeable about when they're going to get stuff in. And I asked them to give me a call if you got anything else new in, and they didn't call me the last time they got new stuff in. So I just basically have to check as often as I can. So anyways, but I was glad to find this. So now I have a complete set on this, and this was the only one that store had too. Alright, so that's it, Hot Wheels wise. And for those of you that are watching this that are like, hey, how come you haven't done anything Transformers? I'm gonna do some Transformers stuff. I got stuff that I never did a video on a couple months ago. That if you've got me on Facebook, you saw pictures of it. But I need to do it. Need to do something on these. So I'll do some Transformer stuff. I promise. My Toys R Us gets a truck tomorrow, so maybe they'll have a Masterpiece Soundwave. Yeah, I want to break down and get that one. So anyhow, that's where we're at. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later.